What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats and I watched Howard the Duck. Yes, with the tagline, more adventure than humanly possible. For today we'll skip the second movie and we'll go immediately to the Twilight Zone. Yes. But let's just start with the movie, shall we? We see a body of water and the camera goes up and we see two moons and a city. We're going to the city and now we're flying a bit, through there. And we're now in an apartment. The camera goes from the window, it stands in its place and scans the room. It shows us the room towards the door. The door opens and in comes Howard. Puts down his keys, puts down his suitcase, hangs up his umbrella, throws his coat on a chair with his mail, and he listens to his answering machine. We hear his answering machine while he's feeding the fish, cracks open a beer, and sits in his chair. He takes out a magazine that came with his mail called Play Duck. And we saw a female duck with boobs. With boobs. Suddenly, his chair begins to shake. His whole apartment begins to shake. And suddenly, he and his chair are being pulled, pulled by some force right through the wall, right through the neighbor's wall, right through that neighbor's wall, right outside, and he flies to the sky, off his planet. It's some kind of a weird red tubey wormhole shit, I don't know. It flies and we see Earth, and Earth has also that exact wormhole shit. He falls through it and he lands on Earth, and we're gonna leave it at that because if you don't know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. The first time I've heard about this movie was through the show The Goldbergs. Fun show. And they said that this was a bad movie, But to be honest, I kinda liked it. I like this movie. And I actually want to know more about Howard. I want to know more about his life on Earth. Yes, we've seen him apparently through the MCU a couple times. Well, I remember that we see him definitely once. I don't know in which movie we saw him as a cameo. No, wait, it was I think in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Not the first one, but maybe the second or the third one. Because that would make probably sense. But I actually want to know more about Howard the Duck. I want to know more about his life on Earth. I know that he's a kind of a private detective or something. I just watched a short video before I watched the movie. Um, and I said that he apparently was a private detective or something like that. So, but I didn't had my hopes really high because of the Goldberg series that it was a shit movie. But they they just delivered. The movie delivered. For me, it delivered. He's maybe an ugly duckling, but he is kind of interesting actually. Um, yeah. So I want to know more about him, and the only way that I probably can do that is by reading the comics. But I'm not going into the comic territory, because if I'm already starting to read mangas, and if I'm starting to read comics too, yeah, no, and I want to read every comic then, so I can't, I can't, because there's so many versions of one character also, so no, I definitely can't. um, Sorry. I will give this movie a 4 out of 5, because it's definitely, in my opinion, a good movie. I enjoyed it, and I want to know more, so I will give the 4 out of 5, and I think that's right. But don't forget to leave a like, recommend a good duck related movie down below in the comment section, like the Mighty Ducks. Subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and I see you guys later for the Twilight Zone, and otherwise tomorrow for Saints, Sinners, Twilight Zone, and Footloose. I think tomorrow was Footloose. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye. Before I go, he also has a love interest with a woman on Earth. I don't know how really the fucking will work, because ducks have a corkscrew dick. Male ducks have, the penis is a corkscrew. So how the fuck does that work? And how the fuck does that work in the first place with a female duck? Do they, are they vagina also? The inside the corkscrew? That would be weird. But how the fuck would that work? But I'll see you guys next time.